In this hand, I raised a pretty strong hand from the small blind, and I'm going to continue on this okay flop. And given my stack size, I was going to bet most turns, but it's pretty likely I am down to 4 outs on that turn in particular. Earlier I noted my opponent made a small bet with a draw. Probably he's got exactly a flush here, but the odds are too tempting to pass up. Picking up a strong double-suited Broadway hand. Of course, I open from the cutoff. And I would just call if the big blind were to 3-bet. Well, middle pair, a gut shot, and 2 backdoor draws. And I'm going to check this hand 3-way and fold to this flop bet. I'm going to pass this very small 2-pair hand. Mandatory 3-bet here with pretty nice double-suited aces. And I am actually able to get a fairly decent amount of my stack in pre, and actually flop very nice with top 2 on my side cards. This is a decent hand as well, with a nut suit and some high card strength. Although against this tight raiser, and given my bad absolute and relative position, as well as the fact that there are still 3 players who could re-raise behind me, I am going to fold. After getting stacked, I of course have the auto rebuy setting on. And this is important just so that, say if you're in the small blind and you get stacked and you're not quick enough to manually add chips, then you're going to miss your button. So this is a disadvantage, which is why it's important to have the auto rebuy on. And I auto rebuy for the table minimum because I can manually adjust my stack if I want to be deep. And there's also an advantage to waiting until you're going to be this button next hand, that is when you're the small blind, to add on. But there's also situations in which you want to have a short stack. For example, if all the fish are short stacked and all the regular players are deep stacked, then it makes little sense to be deep stacked. So I could call or I could 3-bet, and I am going to 3-bet even though I'm against a somewhat tight raiser. It's not that unlikely that this guy comes along anyway. When my opponent 4-bets, I think I'm going to lay the hand down. Surely he's pretty likely to have aces at this point. Picking up pretty strong aces, I will of course open and 4-bet to if anyone 3-bets to any size, I will 4-bet. And on this very connected flop, I am not going to stab 3-way, but will instead simply give up on the hand.